for Hardman, who takes it in for the short touchdown. It's 9-7. And then more from Hardman. Look at the window dressing here on what turns into, Nick, a 50-yard play.
Oh, my gosh. Like, this is stressful. We can talk about all the talent that they have and the play calling, decision-making, but you can't do nothing with speed like that. There is no answer for speed like that, as we saw yesterday.
They've got speed. They've also got power. Watch Darrell Williams to cap off his drive, taking it in. Oh, all kinds of power as he drags defenders into the end zone. Kansas City was in front, and they would never look back. Later in the second, it's Patrick Mahomes. Toe looks okay here, and so does Tyreek Hill, Nick.
Oh, my gosh. This play gives me anxiety. Anytime I see Tyreek Hill on the field, I get nervous as a defensive back because he is fast and agile. Great ball skills, too.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire would take it in for the touchdown. 21-12 Kansas City at the half. Now they're up 9. How about Tyreek Hill here?
Oh, my gosh, he got the ball again, please. Somebody tackle him, double him, triple him, quadruple him. That man is a problem, and Patrick Mahomes evading the pass rusher is magical.
It's a 71-yard play, and then look at this underhand flip. If the Golden State Warriors and the Harlem Globetrotters had a baby and it was a football team, it would be the Kansas City Chiefs of right now. That is an underhand toss to Travis Kelce for a touchdown, and then to cap it off, here we go. Mahomes again, Kelce again. Could you be more open? Patrick Mahomes, 29 of 38, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns. And for the second consecutive year, the Kansas City Chiefs are on their way to the Super Bowl as they knock off the Bills 38-24. So, Caesars at William Hill is expecting points, as the total right now for the Super Bowl is currently at 56.5. If that holds, it would be the second highest total ever in the Pro Football Championship. And despite the game being played in Tampa, Kansas City is currently a 3-point favorite. And so, Dan Orlovsky, I asked you to describe Tom Brady. How do we sum up Patrick Mahomes and what he is in the National Football League right this minute?
Best player. Can we stop saying that other quarterbacks are as good as Patrick Mahomes? Because there can be other great quarterbacks in the NFL. They're not as good as Patrick Mahomes. This man just went like a month and played 30 snaps. He was in concussion protocol this week. He took 0 full-speed reps. He's got turf toe and went 29 of 38 for 325, 3 touchdowns against a good defense. Buffalo's got a good defense. Like, the standard level is so ridiculously high that we're in danger of just glossing over that. Like, we're just going to gloss over the fact of what he just did yesterday. We can't. We've got to stop down, appreciate how great Patrick Mahomes is.
And Ryan Clark, you made the point in our meeting this morning that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to ruin high school football coaches. Tell us why.
Absolutely. You know, the high school football coaches, you got to run the 110s hard. You got to do the
You can't flip the switch.
You can't just flip the switch. Lies you tell. Because I'll be like, hey, did you watch Patrick Mahomes and them? For 8 weeks, they barely played until they were down, and they still won. And then they get in the playoffs, and they get down, and then they come back. When you look at Patrick Mahomes, he's the surest thing in football to me. I was asked on Friday on this show who would win the game. And what I said was, is Patrick Mahomes playing? Y'all said yes. I said then Kansas City. And that's what it is. If this dude is on the field, he's the best player on the field. He's going to play the best. There's never been a 3-year run in the playoffs like we've seen from Patrick Mahomes. And that's just going to continue. When he has to make a play, he always does. And it doesn't hurt when you have dudes like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce who can't be stopped.
And there's no question we're taking him for granted, because all we talk about is how spectacular it isn't sometimes. And the reality, Dominique, is in games in which he starts this year, including playoffs, there's 16-1. 16-1 in games that Mahomes plays.
Well, if Mahomes wants us to stop taking him for granted, stop being so damn perfect all the time. Like, if you do it every day, I get used to it. And yes, I'm going to take it for granted. And I do think that Patrick Mahomes is special. And why he is so special, or how I know he's so special, is that if any of the other three quarterbacks had the game that he had, we'd be gushing all over them. We're not having that feeling. Can you imagine if Josh Allen played like that, or if Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady played like that? Nope. Patrick Mahomes has had the most impressive 3-year run, and it's been the first 3 years as he's been a starter. It's outrageous. He's not even like in his prime. He's not even a full grown-up. I think he just got off his parents' insurance a couple weeks ago. That man is special.
He's actually young enough.
We all need to know it.
It's impossible to believe that this statistic is real, but in postseason games in which his team trails by 2 or more scores, he's now 4-1. He's 4-1, and the only loss was that game against the Patriots in the AFC Championship a few years ago in overtime that had a million things that went wrong. All right, we're just has the ball taken out of his hands and says his future is uncertain as a result. We will unpack so much from Lambeau Field. And then Patrick Mahomes back in a familiar place. Why the Chiefs look ready to repeat. All that and more as we get up with you on this Championship Monday starting right now. Back and better than ever and ready to go after an incredible football weekend, and then there were 2. And by that, I mean the 2 teams that are remaining, because we've got 3 guys ready to go and talk football with you today. Here's the crew. Dominique Foxworth, Dan Orlovsky, Ryan Clark are ready to go. Pat McAfee will join the party a little bit later talking about Championship Sunday. And Neek, let's take a look at what happened at Lambeau Field yesterday in the clash of the legends. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the 2 future Hall of Famers meeting for the first time ever in the playoffs. And if there were any jitters for Brady, you wouldn't know it. Neek, this is his first pass of the game.
You can't blitz the GOAT. He knew exactly where to go. He found that matchup and executed.
And found Mike Evans on that. And then if it looks familiar, it's because basically the same play leads to a touchdown at the end of the drive, 27 yards. And so now it's 7-0 Tampa Bay. But Rodgers would answer early second. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Oh, it's a strike, Dominique.
Oh, yeah, he won off the line. And, of course, Rodgers isn't going to miss that throw. He nails it. It's a perfect touchdown.
Tied at 7, we are next. Bucks drive 3rd and 9. This one Brady just throws up there. And how about the play that Chris Godwin makes on the ball?
YOLO! Thank you. That was a prayer, and Chris Godwin answered it.
Godwin has had some drops issues in this postseason, but hangs on to that one for a 52-yard grab, and that sets up this Leonard Fournette, finishing it off with a spectacular spin move and the touchdown, Dominique.
Oh, man, playoff Lenny is alive and well. That's a fantastic run. That certainly showed how tough he was. Looked like LSU.
Bucks up 14-7. Now, here's the sequence right at the end of the half that really changes the whole game. Rodgers intercepted by Sean Murphy bunting, sets up ultimately this. With 8 seconds left in the half, how in the world does this happen, Neek?
You got one job. You guys going to make me watch this over and over again today, aren't you?
We're going to get deeply into that play, because how in the world that play scores in a touchdown is remarkable. And then right off the beginning of the 3rd quarter, off a turnover, Brady punches it into Cameron Brate, and it's 28-10 Tampa. So Rodgers is fighting his way back, and that he does. Here he finds Robert Tonyan in the end zone for a touchdown. So 28-17, the following drive for Tampa. Here's where the Brady mistake started, Dominique. What is this throw?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Adrian Amos got a fantastic jump on this and made the play, but Brady was trying to give the game away at certain points.
So Rodgers now looking to take advantage because Brady makes the big mistake, and Rodgers does, finding Devontae Adams for the quick touchdown. So down 5, they go for the 2. Bookmark this moment as Equanimous St. Brown on a ball that is tipped cannot hang on, even though it hits him right in the hand. So it's a 5-point game. Bucks get a field goal. Now it's an 8-point game. And so it's Rodgers in the gun, and he's got hot here as he finds Marquez Valdez-Scantling for 29 yards. They're in Bucks territory. Then here's a huge play. Later in the drive, 2:50.